The Pso-Back can be used on the narrow peaks or the wide peaks. First, we're going to use the narrow peaks on the lower part of our back, and then we're going to work all the way up to the upper part of our spine. First, we're going to grab on either side of the flare-outs, and we're going to pull those peaks, the narrow peaks, as close into our body as we can, and we're using our arms, our triceps to support ourselves so we don't go all the way back. You don't have to go all the way back in this first position because we're going really low down by the SI joints. And then we're going to move it out about 2 inches. Still hold on to the outer part of the flare-outs. We're going to put our thumbs on the flare-outs. This will give you a little bit of support and it'll help keep that Pso-Back in the same spot. Now we're going to lean back as far as we can go. I'll show you an alternative here if this is too much for you. You can also use it in a chair. You can also use it on the wall. But you can go to one side, go to your elbow, go to your right elbow, go to your left elbow. Make sure you're focusing on breathing really deep and use the support of your hands and then slowly move that Pso-Back further up your back, one vertebrae at a time. We're trying to hit all 33 vertebrae and get the best release you possibly can. Now, you might not be able to do this position. That is totally fine. Make sure you listen to your body and you're not overdoing it. You can play around with the positions of your hips. This is another way to get into this position, is bringing your hips up, shifting your legs side to side. You can also bring your upper body up. This will make it more intense, a little bit more pinpointed on those back muscles. And by shifting your body side to side, you are getting even more into those muscles because those spinal muscles run north and south and they're nice and long. And then you can roll off to the side and get up on it. But here's the alternative. If it's way too intense, making your face all squinch up, grab a pillow, bring it nice and close to the Pso-Back, and then lean back nice and gently. And this will give you some nice support so you don't have to push it too hard here. The whole point of the massage is to be nice and relaxed and get a release. We don't want to cause extra stress to the body. Now, I'm showing you the front side, or I guess a back view of where those peaks are hitting. So I'm going on either side of my spine. I'm using the narrow peaks down by my glutes. And then now we're getting into different movements with the shoulders, hugging yourself, doing some light crunches. This will get into, remember, those back muscles a lot more effectively when you do the crunches, shifting side to side. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the muscles. Remember, less is more. The main thing is finding that tender spot, breathing, and then exploring. So lifting those hips up, moving your legs side to side, moving your arms, moving your chest, and exploring, finding what works best for you, and don't overdo it. This is a dance. You're learning about your muscles, you're learning about your back muscles, you're learning about what is causing your back muscles to be tight, to be all bound up from your daily activity, from the way you sleep, the way you stand, the way you walk. And by doing this on a regular basis, you can be able to help free up some of those muscles, which will change your habits during your day, which then will also get you aware of your habits and get you that freedom that you need in your spine, which is going to free up a lot of nerves, which is going to also help with different other areas of your body, and very, very important. So explore with these different movements by bringing your hips up, legs this side to side, moving your arms around, add the pillows, and then play with it even further up on your back. This, I'm pulling on my neck, give myself a little bit of stretch. I do this a lot so I can handle this. But when you do this type of movement, it can make it a lot more intense because I'm lifting my hips up here. You can't see it in this angle, but I'm lifting my hips up and I'm putting a lot of pressure on that upper back. I can handle this. I've been doing this a lot over the course of the weeks, months, and years of having the Pso-Back out. And remember, you control the pressure. You don't have to overdo it. Listen to your body. Go slow. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe as deep as you can. And you will find those tender spots and you will melt those away one day at a time. Take a break. If you've overdone overdone it, not a problem. Just back off, come back at it, and don't overdo it.